We are now less than a week until the highly charged murder trial against Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke. He's the cop at the center of this video in the shooting death of Laquan McDonald. Van Dyke wanted the trial moved because of all of the publicity, yet here's his face plastered all over the Chicago Tribune today above the fold. You can't miss it, as part of his interview with the paper. Let's go to CBS 2's Jim Williams in the control room and find out what this means for the case. Jim?
Rob, this is clearly an effort by Jason Van Dyke's attorneys to show him in a sympathetic light, to set the stage before his murder trial. But is it a violation of the judge's gag order? Pastor Marvin Hunter, the great-uncle of Laquan McDonald, shot to death by Officer Jason Van Dyke 3 years ago, calls Van Dyke's interview with the Chicago Tribune today shaping the narrative.
I look at it clearly as a tactic that his attorneys is using to save or preserve his life.
Van Dyke, charged with murder, says he prays for McDonald's family. I offer up a rosary every day. He does not discuss details of the shooting itself, but tells the Tribune, "I never would have fired my gun if I didn't think my life was in jeopardy or another citizen's life was."
I cannot believe that the lawyers allowed this to happen.
That Van Dyke would do an interview now stuns CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller, because the judge in Van Dyke's murder trial has imposed a gag order on all involved in the case.
That he actually mentioned that he would not use his weapon unless he felt he was acting in self-defense. That he talked about how he prays for the family of Laquan McDonald. That's this case, and he's talking about it.
Miller sees irony in Van Dyke and his attorneys agreeing to an interview as they argue the case should be moved from Chicago because of all the pre-trial publicity.
How can they complain about it now when they are the ones that in fact are doing it?
Doing it, Laquan McDonald's great-uncle believes, to portray Van Dyke as a victim.
We're trying to shape it to create this thought, this idea for jurors, prospective jurors, to hear. And so that when they begin to present their case, the jurors can say, aha, yeah,
Our legal analyst Irv Miller believes the interview could incur the wrath of Judge Vincent Gaughan, known to be tough on attorneys. We reached out to Van Dyke's attorney, who was with him during the interview. No response yet. Rob?
Okay, Jim, thank you.